In 1992, Pepsi launched a promotional contest in the Philippines called Number Fever. The concept was simple. Each Pepsi bottle had a number under the cap, and every evening a winning number would be announced on national television. If your bottle cap had the winning number, you'd win 1 million pesos, a life-changing amount for many Filipinos at the time. The campaign was a massive success. People across the country began stockpiling bottle caps in their homes. Some even dug through trash and dumpsters searching for potential winners. According to Pepsi, over half of the country's population was participating in the contest. The excitement was so overwhelming that Pepsi decided to extend the campaign for 5 more weeks. But that's when everything went wrong. Behind the scenes, Pepsi used a computer system to control how many winning caps were produced. The system would ensure only 2 caps were printed for each winning number, keeping the number of winners and the company's payouts within budget. But after the contest extension, a critical error occurred. The computer glitched and mistakenly selected a number 349 that was already marked as a non-winner. Because 349 was considered a safe number, bottling plants had printed it freely. There were no limits. By the time the glitch occurred, over 600,000 bottle caps with the number 349 were already in circulation. On the evening of May 25, 1992, the winning number was announced on live TV, 349. Immediately, hundreds of thousands of people celebrated. Many had more than one cap with that number. Streets across the country erupted with cheers. Entire families believed they had just become rich. But their excitement was short-lived. When thousands of winners rushed to Pepsi offices and factories to claim their prize, they were turned away. Pepsi realized the mistake and refused to honor the caps. Instead, they offered a consolation payment of just 500 pesos, about $18 for each 349 cap. Most people were outraged. What was promised as a life-changing moment had turned into deep betrayal. Demonstrations and protests began quickly escalating into violence. Rioters hurled Molotov cocktails at Pepsi trucks and bombed several factory facilities. The chaos eventually left 5 people dead and dozens injured. In response, a large group of 349 cap holders formed a movement called Coalition 349. Led by a local preacher named Del Fierro, the group sought legal action against Pepsi. They gathered over 800 affected individuals and demanded compensation more than $400 million in total. Then, things took a darker turn. Whispers began to spread that Pepsi had intentionally escalated the violence. Newspaper reports and police testimony suggested that Pepsi might have hired mercenaries to infiltrate protest groups and provoke destruction, to make Coalition 349 look like a violent, radical movement and weaken their legal standing. Multiple individuals claimed they were paid by Pepsi representatives to cause mayhem. Pepsi denied all allegations. In 1993, an arrest warrant was issued for 9 Pepsi executives in connection to the scandal, a rare moment of accountability. But that would be one of the few victories for the victims. Over time, most lawsuits and criminal complaints were dismissed. The courts eventually ruled that Pepsi had not been negligent, and by 2006, all remaining cases were officially closed. In the end, Pepsi paid only a small fine of 150,000 pesos. To this day, many Filipinos still feel the trauma of number fever. In some communities, even mentioning the word Pepsi is considered offensive. The company later issued a statement expressing regret, but maintained that those responsible were no longer part of the organization. The contest meant to reward loyalty became a symbol of corporate failure and a grim reminder of how one simple marketing idea can spiral into tragedy.